Inside these boxes is a brand new Takacat 260 LX. We're going to be finding out what's in these boxes, having a look at what do we get, putting it all together, figuring that out, and then having a look at this great little adventure boat that you can use as a tender, as an adventure boat. You can stick it in your caravan, you can deflate it, it's quite small, and just checking out what you can get up to with the Takacat 260 LX. Welcome back to the Rudder. My name's Damian, and today we're going to be looking at the Takacat 260 LX. I'm going to be unboxing these and finding out what is inside. We've got two boxes, one called accessories, one called tube. Let's go for accessories and have a look what we've got. Get this one out of the way. Now, if you're playing along at home, 260 stands for 2.6 meters. Being very careful with the scissors because this is an inflatable. All right, ooh, okay. Being very careful with the scissors in here because we have some PVC inflatable stuff. So this is the accessory box. So I would say that is going to be the seat. Small little box for later. That's the floor. Oh, Molly, you'll be interested in this. So the floor is doubly protected. So that's a single layer of PVC, but for puppies and for anything else, you don't want to be puncturing your floor. So that's the front. So there'll be your hooks that you pull them into. So we'll be inflating that in a second. I don't know. Oh. Okay, this is one of the interesting bits. Here's all the steel work. So probably the biggest thing about the Takacat LX is that it's open on both ends. So both the transom and the bow are not enclosed. So this, and we'll have to work out what each of these bars are, is actually going to be the transom. And that's where obviously your engine comes off. So there's no need to have a bung on your transom to let all the water out because it doesn't hold water, it just flows straight through. Oars, always useful. Get two of those, very good. Wow, very nice carry bags, and really solidly built. And I don't know if you can see that. So if they are a bit wet when you put them away, mesh there so they don't grow mold and get awful. That's really nice. There's Takacat logo. Oh, two of those. And did I mention it's an inflatable? You get a hand pump. In all honesty, I'm probably not going to be using the hand pump because we've got the fab dock just here, an electric 12 volt pump, so I'll probably be using that. But if you are going away camping or whatever you need, you've got a pump there to inflate and deflate. That's got a deflate function, so you can pull your Takacat down. Mystery box. I've lost my scissors. Probably all the little screws and things. Bolts and screws and PVC repair kit. Hopefully you won't be needing that anytime soon. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is for. We'll find out. Okay, let's put those away. The oars away for now. And get rid of the accessories box. Careful with the steel work so we don't damage it. And we'll need those later. Onto the tubes. Now, Molly, I think you're going to need to give me some room. Once again, careful with the scissors. Okay, instructions. Let's keep those for now, carefully so they don't blow away. I'm guessing that's a transom board. Puppies are going to start a fight for us, that's fun. Are they all in one? So the whole lot comes in one big bit. Let's roll it out and see what we've got. Puppies. It says it's 2.6 meters long and 1.5 meters wide. Just done a bit of a reset. The wind is quite breezy here today, so we just need to make sure nothing blows away. And I've also got out our FabDoc pump, which is a 12 volt electric pump, which will make life a bit easier. The first thing we're going to do is not fully inflate, but put some air into the 2 side tubes so we can get that going, hopefully. So we're going to be inflating this to 3 psi. Got our 2 side tubes partially inflated, certainly nowhere near. It's about 3 psi. Now we have to start building the transom. Ooh. So this is the lower transom bar. So that's going to insert in, and then our transom plate will sit on that. So there we go, that's holding that out. And this one inserts from the front, so you've got direct sort of force of the transom going each way. And that'll also hold the tubes out. Just be really careful of those sharp edges. Alright, so we've got 2 transom plates. That one's going to the inside, and that's to the outside. We have a nut here. This is the transom board. So we go from the back of the transom a nut, a washer, then a rubber washer, and then the board. And I'm guessing, does that go in the... Will that sit between them? Is that the idea? That's it. There we go. The nut. And then we screw it all together, and apparently you do this just hand tighten, no need for tools. Make it straight. And that's really provided some rigidity to the whole structure there. Okay, on to the next step. So the next step is to get the floor into place, uninflated, in between everything, but to get it down to the transom. So on the front is 2 D-rings, and these will be used for pulling it, if it's a tender, or for lifting or whatever you need. So you insert those through the floor of the rest of the boat. And that's going to hold the whole thing into position. And then before we start inflating anything, we lash those two together. Just while the floor is inflating, you just got to keep it, checking that it's just going into the right places. See, that inflated quick. So we have everything pretty much in place, and you can see the boat's starting to take shape. We're just going to put a little bit more into the sides, and they only go up to 3 psi. So at this point we basically have our 260LX Takacat built. We still have the seat to inflate, and that can go anywhere along the boat, and also our oars to put in. But just before we finish up and the sun sets today, a few main things is, you can see here you don't have that front tube like you do in many other boats. So when you're landing on a beach or pulling up to the boat, you don't have that big tube to step over or for the puppies to jump into. But this is lifted up, you can see it's a bit off the water. When we get in the water, we check that out. So you've got this sort of landing tube. Also means water can escape through both ways through the boat. At the back, on the transom, you don't have the solid transom. So water, if it gets in here, can escape through. Now you could think of this if you've got a tender floating out the back, you're at anchor, get a massive storm coming through. We've had it a few times where literally your tender starts to fill up with fresh water. Won't be a problem with this, it'll just all float away. At the end of the day, you can spray it all down, hose it all out, and out it goes. So the other benefit is, makes this boat a lot lighter. This is 25 kilos all up. So got some good grab straps there. Very good looking boat. We've just given a bit more air into everything. There's 3 psi in the side tubes, 10 psi in the base, and this is the seat at 3 psi. And you can move the seat to wherever you like along the boat to make it more comfortable for yourself. Oars are on, everything's looking good. The sun is setting, so I'm going to leave it here today. Next time we'll be out in the water testing what the Takacat 260LX can get up to, seeing how this design works when we're out on the boat. We're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on the rudder.